All right, welcome in to this week's episode of the Don't Tell Mama Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Matt Kobold, here as always with my partner in crime, Max Faulkner. Max, what's up, brother?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. It's always nothing much. I swear, I say that every single week. Not much, man. Not much. I just woke up excited for this day. But I will say I am very excited. I got a fresh cut. Okay, fresh cut here. Kind of funny when I was getting this haircut. Shout out to Floyd's Barbershop, by the way. For people in California, you know Floyd's Barbershop very well because it seems like they're on every street corner. Okay, but anyway, I go into Floyd's Barbershop, get a very nice stylist. Okay, they're very good. I got a nice. This is nice in my nice.
Yeah, fresh,
It's good.
clean,
Yeah,
clean.
right with the beard. Right with the beard. But anyway, my wife and Luna, my dog, walk in, and at the end of every haircut, you are offered a free 1 minute massage. Okay,
Head
it's not.
massage.
Nah, it's on the shoulders. They get like this vibrating thing you put on your hand, and it just kind of just goes. I mean, like it's fine. It's not. It's not like a deep tissue massage. But
No.
what's kind of funny is that as she was go ahead and doing that, I started hearing a growl. I started hearing a growl from behind, and I was wondering, was that Luna or was that my wife? Because
Oh.
I sense a little bit of jealousy over there.
Could have been Claudia, huh?
Could have been. But no, it was. But other than that, man, I heard that you went to a wedding or a bachelor party. Was that what it was? A bachelor party?
Yeah, both actually. Both.
Oh,
The wedding was actually last night on Tuesday. It was our guy Queef Wilson, Taylor Wilson, and his wife, Jamila Snow. What a beautiful name for a beautiful woman.
yeah.
Jamila Snow.
Snow,
Uh
like
oh,
Jon Snow, like Jon Snow from Game of Thrones. Related?
yes. Possibly. I don't know. But we had a great time at the bachelor party on Saturday. We did a brewery tour with four of us. We went to four different breweries,
Mm,
trying I think 11 different beers. Then we went to a Rockies
damn,
game,
you
Rockies
guys were
Mets.
you guys were trashed. You had
Oh,
to be
four different breweries.
trashed.
Four different
You
breweries. Oh
tried
yeah,
11 different beers. You're trashed.
it was fun, and plenty of beesies were involved too.
Oh, good,
So
good.
we go to the Rockies Mets game, and Verlander was on the mound, and we actually went to the game
Nice.
the night before too, and we saw Scherzer pitch for the Mets. Both great
Ah,
games.
yeah.
The polar bear Pete Alonso smacked one out. Great games there. But yeah, the wedding was last night. Great time. Saw some people from IUPUI. A lot of former Jaguars were in the house,
They bring their
and
jag tags. They bring their
no,
jag tags for a little discount.
well, for these people, I don't think they used the Jag tag because by the time they got around, I think it was the Crimson card. Little younger,
Oh,
little
okay.
younger,
I still
little
got my
younger.
jag tag.
But it was a heck of a wedding. Had a nice beezy with both fathers of the father of the bride and the father of the groom. I thought that was pretty unique. But had an awesome time. Shout out to them. Congratulations. Glad you guys did it. And can't wait to celebrate more with you guys. Taylor Wilson and now Jamela Wilson.
Hey, congrats,
Yeah.
guys. Taylor is in our fantasy leagues, if I'm not mistaken. Correct? Football and basketball.
Yeah, he barely missed the calendar photo shoot from 2 years ago. He was almost our poster boy.
All right, all right. Well, yeah, shout out to them and congratulations, guys. Marriage is a beautiful thing. I'm so grateful to be married to my beautiful wife. You as well. I'm assuming. I'm not assuming. I know. You are very happy, Cole Breezy. Marriage is a beautiful thing. Everybody, we
Hell yeah.
definitely recommend it.
Hell yeah. Great weekend. Great weekend.
Yeah.
But Max, we're a sports podcast here, the Don't Tell Mama Sports Podcast.
Come on.
Let's I'd love to get some subscriptions, love to get some views and some
Yeah.
comments. But let's get into some baseball here. What do you think?
Yes, but let's first thank everyone for coming out, right? I mean, hey,
Hell yeah.
episode 35, everybody. Episode 35.
Rolling.
Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for coming out with us on this Don't Tell Mama Sports Podcast. Very cloudy day in California. And how about it there in Colorado?
There's a little overcast right now, but it's
Yeah.
gonna pass. It's gonna pass soon, and going to be a hot one here. It's in the 80s. It's in the 80s.
Nice. Well, thank you, everybody. And yes, I agree, Cobreeze. Let's jump right into it, man. What do
Hell
we got?
yeah.
Baseball first?
Hell
We got
yeah.
a lot on the menu.
Hell yeah. It's still May 31st. I was going to say it's still May, but this is the last day of May. But we've been starting with baseball, and as usual, we're going to get into the standings here. And also, as usual, at the top, the best record in all of baseball, also in the AL East, the Tampa Bay Rays. They're 39-18, Max.
Wow. Very impressive. They're playing the Cubs as we speak right now, and the Cubs have already taken 2 away from them. How about it?
I see 5-5 for the Rays in their last 10, with the Baltimore Orioles 3 games behind them. If anybody missed last week's episode, we did a Scooba Steve deep dive on the Baltimore Orioles.
Yes. Go back and check that out. But we said this last week. I'm going to say it again. Are the Tampa Bay Rays coming back to earth?
5-5 in their last 10 would suggest that. I think they're fine though. I think they're okay.
Yeah,
I think they're okay.
They got a great team.
In the AL Central, we got the Twins with a 2-game lead over the Tigers. Twins are still the only team in the division with a positive run differential. You got anything for me here, Max? Guardians are 3.5 games behind.
It's a tight division. Who knows who's going to win this? We say this every week. It's been Minnesota every single week so far, but I love that the Tigers are creeping up. Hey, by the way, I remember last week I said that I think Carlos Correa was going to end up on the IL. Turns out, nope. He's fine. He's playing. I think he's starting today. So
okay.
So good to see that a good player is back and ready to go, especially against his old team in Texas where he fucking cheated. You remember that? Remember back in 2017 when they fucking cheated?
The old Astros.
Astros cheated. Carlos Correa was on that team. Very upsetting considering that was their first ever championship, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was their first ever championship. Cheated.
Maybe.
Anyway.
Still got the rings. Still got the ring somehow.
Right there. They still got it.
Going into the AL West, we got our Texas Rangers still at the top, but they got a 3-game lead over the Astros we just spoke of. Texas, Max, they're up to a plus 132 run differential. And guess what? That's the best in all of baseball.
What? All right. Texas Rangers rolling in that division. Let's definitely see someone else on top as they continue to claim that crown. It's going to be a big fight between those guys. I think the Angels are still in it too, if I'm not are they? Yeah.
Angels are 7 back at Texas, so yeah, they're still in it. Mariners are 7.5 back, so
okay, it's still a pretty tight division. Once it gets to double digits in the 10 games, it's kind of done already.
All 4 of those teams are over 500 with a positive run differential. They're beating up on Oakland a lot, but still could be playoff teams there.
Update on Oakland. The other night, I want to say was like a Friday night game. 2,000 people were in the stadium. 2,000.
Should just start giving away tickets.
That stadium, I believe, holds maybe 40,000 people.
That's embarrassing.
Might be more than that.
Away. Start giving them away.
Yikes! They're moving to Vegas.
How's anybody paying for a game?
They're sneaking. People are just sneaking in. It's probably homeless people and stuff just sneaking in there.
Forcing in, just not even sneaking, just pushing through.
Pushing the fence down like that was blocking it off. There's no door. All the doors are open. Open. Just come on in. Please watch us. Sorry, Oakland. You guys suck. You guys really suck. And so does that city. That city sucks. Okay, it's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
A lot of shitty cities in California. It sucks.
Scary.
A lot of shitty cities.
Oakland was a little scary. But minus 193 run differential. We might be looking at a record here pretty soon. Moving into the National League, we got the Braves. They got a 4-game lead over the Mets and the Marlins. They're the only team in the division with a positive run differential. 4-6 in their last 10, Max. Is this division open?
I think so. The Braves have a lot of injuries right now. Their pitching staff, they're calling up a lot of people from AAA. I think at least 2 pitchers, if I'm not mistaken, from AAA. So, yeah, they're struggling a little bit. The Mets, I think, are heating up. The Phillies, I'm very surprised that the Marlins are ahead of the Phillies because I thought the Phillies would be just as fine. But I guess they still got that World Series hangover. I brought it up before.
They might.
Yeah.
Another tough division, one up for grabs, is the NL Central. We got the Brewers leading the division, and the Cardinals are in last, but the Cardinals are only 4.5 games back. So right now, you would say any of these 5 teams could win the division.
Yeah. You know,
It's
I
crazy.
mean, the Cubs are like 23 and 30, and the fact that they're 4 games behind or whatever, that
Crazy.
this division, sadly, another both Central teams, American and National, are looking like a garbage Central division.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ay, that
Yeah.
sucks. Go Cubs though. Go Cubbies.
Go Cubs. They got a chance. Lastly, in the NL
Yeah.
West, lastly in the NL West, we got the Dodgers still in the lead. But guys, they're only 1.5 games in front of the D-backs. And just a little insight here, we got
Oh,
a Scuba Steve team deep dive on the D-backs coming up. So hold your
Scooby
thoughts
Steve,
about them
team
till
deep dive.
later. Anything on the Dodgers leading this division still, Max?
I think the Dodgers are playing. Obviously, they're playing very well. Their pitching is looking fairly good with Tony Gonsolin coming back. Clayton Kershaw is looking great as well. But they once again have a couple injuries with and Julio Urias and also Dustin May. That's really going to hurt them. Their pitching, especially their bullpen has been struggling these few years. If you're wondering why a 108 game winning season by the Dodgers didn't go to the World Series, it's because their pitching has been struggling. And it looks like it's carrying over again. They have the bats, but that's not what it takes. Now, on this deep dive that we're going to have with the Diamondbacks, these guys have some pitching, and we're going to definitely talk about that.
Yeah, I was a little surprised when I looked at the pitching stats. I might surprise you there, but just to finish up on the Dodgers, I brought him up last week, but Bobby Miller coming up from AAA that I picked up just got another W. He's only 24 years old, Max. Looks like we might have a big time prospect on our hands.
Oh yeah, you're looking at a 26th round pick to keep him in. Is that what you're
Uh,
looking for? Our dynasty
very
league? Our
very high possibility there.
we'll
Very high
see.
possibility.
Who knows?
Dodgers
Who knows?
pitcher, look
A
out.
lot of wins. A lot of wins there.
Yeah. Yeah. I like him so far.
Good.
Moving into our top 5 players of the week in our Yahoo head-to-head categories league. And it was the first time this week that we've talked about all 5 of these guys. We got Ronald Acuna Jr. still holding on to the top spot. My guy Freddie Freeman that we talked about last week, he's all the way up to number 2 now. We got Cedric Mullins still sitting there at 3. Nathan Eovaldi still there at 4, and Marcus Semien rounding out the top 5.
Wow.
So just real quick, let's not sleep. 3 of those 5 guys are on my team.
Team's looking good, man. Your team's looking good. I will say, hey, slipping up in the rankings a little bit. I'm now ranked 5th. I beat the number 2 team in the league last week. That was a big win for our guys. We're starting to heat up a little bit. But yeah, your team right now is rolling. But hey, we're not even at the All-Star break. We're not even fucking June. So,
June
I'm not
tomorrow.
sweating.
Yeah, well, shouldn't start sweating until at least August.
Yeah.
Until at least August.
Yeah, and it usually starts getting a little bit hotter in August here in California. I believe that's the hottest month. Ugh, sucks. 110-degree days, things like that. Out here in the desert.
Yeah. Sticky.
Yeah.
So the first time this week, we got to go on to number 6 to talk about somebody. And this week, the player at number 6 is the outfielder from the New York Yankees, 31-year-old Aaron Judge.
Oh, it's about time he got put into like a top category. Jeez. Aaron Judge hitting, 62 homers last year.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he beat he beat Mantle. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good. About time. I like Aaron Judge. I like him. The guy can swing with one arm and hit the ball 30 feet past the fence. It's also a baby park. Yankees. Yankee Stadium. You could throw the ball. You could throw the ball over the fence from home plate.
Well, this is Aaron's 8th season in the majors, all for the Yankees. He's a 4-time All-Star, a 3-time Silver Slugger. He won the Rookie of the Year when it was his rookie season.
Yeah.
He's been top 4 in MVP 3 times. Of course, he won the AL MVP last year. Max, this season, he's batting .303, which is the second best of his career behind .311 last year.
Nice.
He scored 41 runs, which is top 10. He's got 18 homers already, which is second. 39 ribbies is top 10, and 33 walks drawn is also top 10. Do we have a possible AL MVP here, Max?
He's definitely in the running with 18 home runs, but I'm very shocked with 39 RBIs. With 18 home runs, you'd think he'd be double that, 60 RBIs, maybe, but
that 39 ribbies is tied for 10th.
Okay. All right. I mean, he's still there then. He's still there. But yeah, 18, he must be hitting a lot of solo shots then rather than people getting on base. Yankees, get the fuck on base. He's going to knock you in.
Yeah, you saw me just drop DJ LeMahieu a couple days ago. He
Yeah.
wasn't getting it done.
He's ranked in the 400s or something like that. He's getting too old, I guess.
Yeah,
Bummer.
he wasn't getting it done.
Moving
on to our Scuba Steve team deep dive of the week.
Put on your scuba suits. Put the scuba suits on. We're not snorkeling. We're not snorkeling here. We're going deep down under.
You need some oxygen. You need some oxygen for this one because there's a lot of stats. There's a lot of numbers. But like I already said, we talked about Baltimore last week. So if you want to listen about the Orioles, go ahead and look at last week. But this week, Max, we're talking about the Arizona Diamondbacks. They are 32-23 with a plus 17 run differential. That's both third in the National League. We already said they're a game and a half behind the Dodgers for the West. Looking at these batting stats, Max, they're top 10 in batting average, slugging percentage, OPS, runs scored, hits, RBIs, total bases, strikeouts, and stolen bases.
Damn.
So they are top 10 in almost every category.
I was not expecting the bats. Name a player, name a bat and Arizona that you're excited about. Name a bat.
So we got 4 bats here ranked in the top 200 in our Yahoo Fantasy categories head-to-head league. Starting with Corbin Carroll, 37th.
He's ranked 37th?
He's ranked 37th. Better go look up some numbers.
I will.
And then also with him in the outfield is Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He's now over there in Arizona.
About 66. Time. This guy was supposed to be a huge prospect in Toronto, did nothing in Toronto, but now he goes over to Arizona. And hey, sometimes a change of place is how you show your prospect, I guess. Yep. Check your prostate while you're at it. Maybe something was blocking you. Maybe something was blocking you up there. I'm glad to hear that Lourdes Gurriel is doing better because I drafted him like 2 or 3 seasons in a row to be very disappointed. But of course, this is the year he goes off. Okay, well, good for him. Good for him.
Ranked 66th right now. Along with him, we got Ketel Marte at second base, 112th, and then Christian Walker at 122nd at first base.
Nice.
Those are your 4 batters ranked in the top 200 in our league. Maybe not the names that you would expect, but they're top 10 in almost every batting category here.
Awesome. Let's go. I was not expecting Arizona to be up there. Once again, for me, it was Dodgers and the Padres. That's it. That's all I was betting on. But these guys are showing up and showing everybody that they can play, and they got a good team. You're about to dive into some of their pitching. I got one guy pulled up already that's on my fantasy team that I'm really excited about. But why don't you go ahead and? But you already have another guy in Zach Gallen who's just a tank. So
we'll start right there with Zach Gallen. He's ranked 20th.
Yep.
Merrill Kelly, your guy, is ranked 35th. Now hold on with the stats here. Because we got 3 relievers ranked in the top 200: Miguel Castro, Andrew Chafin, and Scott Magoo. Magoo, I don't know.
Scott Magoo?
I'm going to go with Magoo.
Is it Magoo?
MCGOUGH. I'm going to go Magoo. So we got 5.
It's basically spelled like Van Gogh. Yeah. The guy that lost his ear.
I'm going to fuck up his name and call him Magoo.
All right. The Goo Man.
He's only ranked 174th, so we might not be talking about him again. But they got 2 starters and 3 relievers ranked in the top 200. Max, give me what you got on your guy Merrill Kelly for
dude. I'll tell you some stats. Merrill Kelly has 6 wins already this season. 6. Okay, 69. Ooh, big number for me. I don't know why I'm always around 69. How many times have I said this, Cobreezy? 69 just hangs around with me.
It sticks out to you.
I don't know. I don't know why. I don't get it. It's a very sexy position. it is my lucky number. I got to turn. I got to be wearing a jersey number 69 now. All right. Yeah, I'll go out and get a Bears jersey number 69 Falcon around the back. Okay, I'll get a lot of hype on that. His ERA is 2.83. Okay, 2.83. He has a WHIP of 1.07. Man, dude. Hold on. Is he on a win streak? Yes, he's on a 3-game winning streak. His last game, he had 10 strikeouts. Okay. This guy is on fire. I cannot believe I picked this guy off waivers last season. Okay. A lot of people weren't drafting him, by the way. So you Yahoo, or just fantasy baseball fans that were sleeping on Merrill Kelly, you queefed. You got a big queef in the nose and the eyes. Those eyes are watering. You got a little bit of pink eye there now.
Oh.
You might want to go to the doctor and go check that out, because Merrill Kelly is thrashing on the mound, man, thrashing. And he's a keeper until I see otherwise. This guy's the man.
Yeah, another keeper on the mound for the Diamondbacks is, like we said, Zach Gallen for me. Just to talk about his stats real quick, he's got 7 Ws. He's pitched 72 innings and has 82 Ks in those 72 innings. He's got a 2.72 ERA and a 1.03 WHIP.
Nice.
So those two guys are really leading the bullpen, and there's not much after them. Max, you're going to be shocked on these pitching stats. They are outside the top 15.
Really?
In ERA, quality starts, hits allowed, runs allowed, homers given up, walks, strikeouts, on base percentage allowed, and WHIP. Outside the top 15 in all of those.
Wow. After hyping up that I think that they have a better pitching staff than the Dodgers, obviously not.
So, they got 2 guys.
They got 2 guys. That's like an automatic win. You have a guy that comes out there. It's basically an automatic win, whether they get the win or I meant like the pitcher gets the win or the team just wins. Yeah. Okay. I guess the other 3 starters just aren't doing shit.
Yeah. And every time we finish up these Scuba Steve team deep dives, we always make a prediction if they're going to make the playoffs or not. And their bats are hot. They're top 10 in most categories. But we know pitching really carries you down the stretch. But I still think these guys can make a wild card. I'm right now as we sit here, last day of May, I think the D-backs can slip in a wild card.
Okay. I like it. I like the pick. I'm going to go the other way. Okay. I'm going to say that they're not. Because you know why? Because I think the Padres are going to heat up. The Padres, their team is, look at the names. Look at the names of the Padres. We'll do a team deep dive eventually, probably on them. Maybe we'll see. But they have all-star players on their team. Okay. They're going to heat up. But as of right now, I think they're in 3rd.
Padres are in 4th, 8 games behind. We got the Giants 5.5 games back.
Oh, jeez. Man, that's disappointing if you're a Padres fan. That's very disappointing. Well,
yeah. They a couple of weeks ago, they were one of 6 teams averaging less than 4 runs. I don't know if that's still the case, but with all those bats, you better figure something out, Padres. Max, let's get into a lot of people's favorite segment of the week. The MLB's biggest beefcake.
Speaking of the Padres, okay, I have a very relevant player who is an active player. Okay. Fernando Tatis Jr.
Oh, is that our first active player in this category?
I think so. I want to say yes. Yeah. Active player who last season tested positive for steroids. Okay. We got a full story on this guy. Got everybody. Fernando Tatis Jr. coming into the league. Everybody was psyched about this guy being potentially the next face of baseball. This guy hits the long ball, lots of RBIs. He is so fast. You see how long his legs are? It's like freaky. It's almost freaky. So because of those long legs, his speed is unreal. He steals bags like he is. I don't know how else to explain it. Like he just slips in there. Okay. But this guy cheated. Okay. And it's been proven. On August 12th, 2022, Tatis tested positive for a banned substance called cholesterol. Cholesterol. Okay. Now, what is cholesterol? I never heard of it. I had to look it up myself. Cholesterol is a chlorinated form of testosterone that is usually used to fatten cattle. Okay. Now, first of all, if you are going to the grocery store and you are buying meat that obviously uses hormones and testosterone, and get organic shit. Okay, get organic meats. Okay,
Please.
You're gonna fatten up like that cattle. All right. If you
Please.
yes. Okay. That is wrong. Okay. There should not be hormones and fucking steroids being put into the animals and then you eat it. Okay. That goes into your system and then you get fat. That's how it happens. Okay. Anyway, but also this cholesterol has apparently been used to enhance athletic ability. Okay. Obviously. Okay. It's a steroid. Okay. Tatis claimed he inadvertently took a medication that contained the banned substance to treat a case of ringworm that he had. Second of all, ew.
Rolling around.
Gross, man.
Rolling around with some ringworms.
Where do you even get ringworm? What were you doing? What were you doing? I would like to know that. He didn't tell us where he got it. He just said, "Oh, I had it, so I took this medication, and it apparently had steroids in it."
I'd like to know.
So, quote unquote, by Fernando Tatis Jr. I should have used the resources available to me in order to ensure that no banned substances were in what I took. I failed to do so. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, the Padres. If anyone remembers last season when the Padres were making the playoffs and everyone was psyched because they traded and spent all this money, they got Juan Soto and everyone was just pumped. Like, look at their team. You're like, oh shit, like these guys are going to win the World Series. Yeah. The Padres ownership and the players were so pissed off at Fernando Tatis. They cannot believe that he would betray these guys, betray this team after everything that they've done to build a all-star World Series caliber team, and he goes and he cheats. They didn't make the World Series. They did beat the Dodgers, which was surprising in the playoffs, but they didn't have Fernando Tatis. That's a big bat that you don't have on your team anymore. And so also Tatis was bringing up, to just try to help himself out here. Okay. And to say like, oh, I didn't know, he obtained this he obtained the medication. Okay. He obtained the steroid, but they're calling it medication, from the Dominican Republic because they are legal in the Dominican Republic and they don't need a prescription. Okay. So you mean to tell me, okay, by the way, Fernando Tatis is from the Dominican Republic. Fair enough. But you're in America, you have ringworm, and instead of getting a medication to help ringworm here, you go to the Dominican Republic to go get something that is banned. It's stupid. It's bullshit. I think it's all bullshit. I completely agree. So Fernando Tatis, because of this, because everyone came together, basically the MLB came together and said, this is bullshit. An 80-game suspension that carried over until this season. And something that's kind of funny, when he finally came back, okay, on April 20th, 2023, he was at Wrigley Field playing against the Cubs, my Cubbies. And the Cubs fans in the bleachers, which gets a little rowdy over there, they were all chanting, cheater, cheater, cheater. They're like forming a song out of it. And then, you know what Fernando Tatis did? He ended up dancing to it. He was dancing around. So all I have to say to you, Tatis, no shame, no humility on what you did. How about a bow? How about a bow or something?
Just tip of the cap.
Tip of the cap. Said, I did it. Maybe, like, my bad. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. Now, the one thing that I will say with Tatis, just so we can move on from this, would be that, hey, you know what? He's 23 years old. You learned your lesson. Okay. I still think that if he comes back and he does what he was doing before steroids, this guy could still be an all-star player, could be a big, later on down the road, we can see him as being an MVP as well as hopefully the Hall of Fame, just because he is very impressive. But so I don't think this instance would stop him from being in the Hall of Fame, just because he's so young. He's so young. A lot of the players that we've named out, they took steroids either in their prime or they took it at the end of their years. So this guy's a little bit different right now. His stats aren't there yet. Okay, he's not hitting 500 home runs yet. Okay, so, but anyway, hey, biggest beefcake of the week, Fernando Tatis Jr. You are a big beefcake because you fucking cheated.
All right, Max. We're gonna get into the second half of our pod. We just got 3 more segments here to hit on. There was some news here. What was it, yesterday or the day before, out of LA, so close to you.
Yeah.
So you should have the inside scoop better than anybody. But Clayton Kershaw made headlines. Max, let the people know.
Okay. Has anybody heard about this? What Clayton Kershaw disagrees with when it comes to the Dodgers and their organization?
There's been some rumblings out there.
So, yeah. So we have to bring this up because this is a good talking point, and I love. It's a very interesting story. Okay, is what I have to say. So what's going on is that the Dodgers have accepted the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence to come into Pride Night at Dodger Stadium. Okay, so Pride Night is June 16th. Okay, and this group it has been invited. All right, now you might not know. I'll get detailed on who the sisters are. Okay, actually, let me just read from their website. The Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence are a leading-edge order of queer and trans nuns. We believe all people have a right to express their unique joy and beauty. Since our first appearance in San Francisco on Easter Sunday, 1979, the Sisters have devoted ourselves to community service, ministry, and outreach to those on the edges, and to promoting human rights, respect for diversity, and spiritual enlightenment. We use humor and irreverent wit to expose the forces of bigotry, complacency, and guilt that chain the human spirit. Okay, so they're invited to Pride Night at Dodger Stadium, and Clayton Kershaw says he disagrees with the decision of the Dodgers to welcome this group because of religious faith, because bring it back to his Christian faith, and also the fact that because the Dodgers just named that, okay, we're gonna invite these sisters into Pride Night. And then we're also going to have a Christian night at the end of July 30th. And Clayton Kershaw actually called them out and said, like, that's kind of, that seems a little fishy.
Hypocrisy.
Yeah. We'll talk about the hypocrisy in a second about this. But so here's Clayton Kershaw. What he actually said is, I think we were always going to do a Christian Faith Day this year, but I think the timing of our announcement was sped up. Picking a date and doing those different things was part of it as well. Yes, it was in response of the highlighting of the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. Okay. This has nothing to do with the LGBTQ community or pride or anything like that. Okay. This is simply a group that was making fun of religion that I do not agree with. Okay. I respect that he came out and said that. Okay. Because when we were talking about hypocrisy, from what I read, the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence,
who are mostly men,
by the way, yes, they dress up as nuns and they look like clowns. I'm going to show you some pictures up here, and they dress up like clowns and they are mocking nuns. They are mocking God. And to me, I find that hypocritical, considering that you are actually trying to push stopping bigotry, stopping homophobia, stopping those things, and yet you are making fun of Christians now. That's exactly what you were trying to stop, was hate, right? And yet you were bringing it, and now the Dodgers are okay with these people coming in while making fun of Christians and Catholics and religious people. So Clayton Kershaw, who is religious, had to come out and say something. Also, real quick, I had to bring up Blake Treinen, who also is a Los Angeles Dodgers reliever. He has been an all-star. He is an all-star closer. He also wrote to the Dodgers organization because he did not agree with this. And this is what he said: I'm disappointed to see the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence being honored as heroes. They're being honored as heroes, Cole Breezy. at Dodger Stadium. Many of their performances are blasphemous, and their work only displays hate and mockery of Catholics and the Christian faith. I understand that playing baseball is a privilege and not a right. My convictions in Jesus Christ will always come first. Since I have been with the Dodgers, they have been at the forefront of supporting a wide variety of groups. However, inviting the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence to perform disenfranchises a large community and promotes hate of Christians and people of faith. This single event alienates the fans and supporters of the Dodgers, Major League Baseball, and professional sports. People like baseball for its entertainment value and competition. The fans do not want propaganda or politics forced on them. The debacle with Bud Light and Target should be a warning to companies and professional sports to stay true to their brand and leave propaganda and politics off the field. Thank you for a athlete that actually brought up, why is all this political bullshit inside of sports? Can we just watch the damn game without having your stupid political agenda? Can we just watch players play against each other? You know, can we just see competition? Why do we have to have all these politics in sports, Go Breezy? Can you agree with me on this?
I have to agree.
We watch sports, we watch entertainment to break away from the world, because the world is very stressful. There's a lot of things that stress us out throughout the day. We come to entertainment to relax and enjoy, and then you toss more bullshit in front of our faces. Like, what? Stop it. That's why so many people are leaving sports. People aren't watching baseball. People aren't watching even basketball has gone down. Like people aren't watching entertainment. The people, I told you all before, people in the entertainment business are freaking out because they need to figure out how to get more views again. It's because you keep tossing your political bullshit. Now, okay, let me just finish this real quick. So the Sisters are Perpetual Indulgence. Okay, I want to read this and I want to see how you feel about this, Cobrizi. So the Dodgers accepted them once again into Pride Night. Okay, so they wrote on their webpage, but also in response to the Dodgers. Okay, we, the Los Angeles Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, are proud to accept the Community Hero Award from the Los Angeles Dodgers for our 27 years of service to the LGBTQIA2S community. This morning, our abyss, Sister Dominia, and another board member, Sister Birance Knows, that met with the Dodgers president and CEO Stan Kasten, heads of leading the Los Angeles LGBT community organizations, and members of government from West Hollywood, Los Angeles County, and the state of California legislature. A full apology and explanation was given to us by the Dodgers staff, which we accept. We believe the apology is sincere because the Dodgers have worked for 10 years with our community, and as well, they have asked us to continue an ongoing relationship with them in the future. If similar pressures from outside our community arise, our two organizations will consult and assist each other in responding alongside our colleagues at the Los Angeles LGBT Center, and others from the LGBTQIA2S community, now more closely tied with the LA Dodgers than ever before. This affair has been an opportunity for learning with a silver lining. Our group has been strengthened, protected, and uplifted to a position where we may now offer our messages of hope and joy to far more people than before. With great love and respect, we thank each person, each organization that have spoken up for us. Thank you, and you may your hearts be blessed with pure joy. May the games be blessed. May the players be blessed. May the fans be blessed. May the beer and hot dogs flow forth in tasty abundance. That is quote unquote what they have said. Now, after hearing that, Cobrizi, once again, these are supposed to be nuns, right? Is there something missing that you may not have heard in that statement?
Anything about God or anything?
Yes, exactly. Yes. No, God bless you. God bless the Dodgers organization. We love you. God bless the players. Bless God. Praise God. Nothing about God. Okay. These people are mocking God. And the fact that we're going to be hearing this against Clayton Kershaw and Blake Treinen, and I'm sure there's going to be some other players that come out too. They're going to be tossed as bigots. They're going to be tossed out as homophobes, and it's amazing to me that literally the hypocrisy that I'm bringing up. If someone were to come out and say something hateful to the LGBTQ community, that person would be fired. That person would be pushed. Like they would not be allowed in the stadium. But now they are mocking and making fun of God. That's okay. And so when Christians are offended, Oh, shush. Why are you offended? That doesn't make any sense. You can't be offended at this. This is the hypocrisy that does not make sense. Now we are going against God. We're going against God's word in order to make people. I I'm finding a hard time understanding this, Cobrizi, and so that's really the story. And I respect Blake Treinen, and I respect Clayton Kershaw to come out and say, hey, we're Christians and we're offended. We're offended that you are allowing this. And yet it doesn't matter, apparently. It doesn't matter that they're offended.
Yeah, good on Clayton and Blake for sticking up and making some statements there. And like you said, there's going to be more players. I think there already has been that are going to come out about this. And that's too bad the Dodgers aren't backing them up and released a apology to them. That's too bad. The Dodgers don't have their players' backs on this one.
It is. It really is. But let's move on to something more happier, Cobrizi. We had to bring this up because this is a big, juicy story. But come on, let's get back in the mood of our funny, energetic comedy sports that we talk about. Come on.
I am interested to see what happens with this, though. I am interested to see what happens. June 16th, you said.
June 16th, Pride Night. Everyone keep that on your calendar. Not necessarily something you want to watch, but something that you're going to want to pay attention to when it comes to the news. It's coming up.
Possibility there. Another news here. We got breaking news.
Oh.
We got breaking news out of Arizona. The Cardinals have released Deandre Hopkins.
Oh.
DeAndre Hopkins is now a free agent. This guy is going to be 31 on June 6th, 5 days after you, Max. Shout out to you tomorrow.
Oh, thank you very much, Go Breezy. Thank you very much. Yes, 31 years young tomorrow. How about it?
And so Hopkins is just 5 days younger than you. So he's our age. He's our age.
How about it?
He's played 10 years in the NFL, the first 7 being with Houston, where he made his name. But these 3 years in Arizona have, kind of been a disappointment for Cardinals fans. He's missed 15 games over the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
15 missed games over the last 2 seasons. But we know this guy has talent. He's had 6 seasons of over 1,200 yards receiving. Mm-hmm. Is he damaged goods? Is he done, Max?
Man, man. Who else do the Cardinals have that Kyler Murray's going to be throwing to? That's the big question. Was it not worth it? Nobody. And so you get rid of DeAndre Hopkins, where he's going to go and sign with, anybody now. I think that was a mistake. I think it was a mistake. Even if he comes out and plays 6 games, which I hope not. I hope he's healthy the entire season. He's going to give you 6 good games. Hopkins is good. He's still good.
Hopkins is good. I'm a little worried this could be a Julio Jones situation here, where Julio kind of slipped off. He had some injuries, and then I believe he was released by the Falcons, and then the Titans pick him up, and everybody's worked up. Everybody's ready to go for Julio on the Titans, and disappointment. So, like we said, Hopkins is going to be 31 in a couple of days. 15 missed games over the last 2 years. This guy could definitely be done.
Man, that's a bummer to hear. It's a bummer to hear.
Throw out a team for me, Max, that you could see him succeeding with this season.
Jets.
I wouldn't want to see that with Garrett Wilson. My guy, Garrett Wilson, I'd be worried for him.
I think he would actually end up being a wide receiver 3. Hopkins would end up being a wide receiver 3.
How about staying right there in that stadium with the Giants? Giants might be able to use D-Hop.
Yeah. The Giants have nobody, and they signed Danny Dimes to a big-time deal.
Danny Dookie Jones Dime. Danny Dookie Dimes Jones. Too many nicknames for that queef.
Yeah, I don't necessarily agree with that sign, by the way. I whatever. Good for him. But anyway.
Good for him. I think he can help any team out. Contenders probably going to come. Patriots. I don't know if he would want to go to the Patriots.
No.
I don't know. I think he can still help a team, but I don't see him playing a full season again.
Yeah, you're right. This guy might be only be limited to an 8, maybe 10 games this year. But
Yeah,
then again, that's just hypothetical. What if this guy comes out and he plays all 17 games?
if he goes to the LA Rams, are you looking at him?
I don't know. I haven't done any research yet because Matthew Stafford, is he okay? Is Matthew
Supposed
Stafford
to
all
be.
right? Yeah.
Supposed to be.
Is he okay? Well, is Cup good or is he still hurt?
Supposed to be good.
We'll see, man. I don't know.
All right, moving in to the last segment of the week. We got some NBA to talk about here, Max.
Mm,
And last week when we came on here, we were looking at this Miami Boston series in the Eastern Conference Finals.
yeah.
It was 3-1 Miami, and the first three Miami winning. We thought that baby was over. We thought Boston let go of the rope and that it was going to be an easy death for the Celtics. But damn it, they won three in a row to tie it 3-3. They almost became the first team in NBA history to come back from a 3-0 deficit in the playoffs, but they came up just short to Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
At in Boston. In Boston, this game was
They
being
had
played,
it.
but there was a big matchup here I just want to look at in this series in the Eastern Conference Finals. These stats: Caleb Martin and
Mhm.
Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown that we talked about, second team All NBA, up for the Supermax contract. Jaylen Brown in this series averaged 19 points, just over 6 boards, shot 42% from the field, 16% from three, and
Oh God.
67% from the line.
Oh
Okay.
jeez.
So
That's
remember
not
those
good.
numbers.
That's not good.
Caleb Martin averaged 19.3 points, 6.4 boards, 60% from the field, 49% from three, and 88% from the line. We're
Damn.
talking about all the millions of dollars that Jaylen Brown's about to get. Damn it, what about Caleb Martin? This guy is balling.
Nice call on Caleb Martin. The Nevada Wolf Pack with his brother with
Oh,
coach of
Wolfpack,
when Arkansas's the coach
Musselman.
Musselman. Thank you. Yeah, there you go.
Yep,
When Musselman was there, that
yep.
was a fun team, man. When they came back and they beat Cincinnati, when they were down by
Yeah,
20
yeah.
with like 10 minutes left, they were down by like 20. That was incredible. But yeah, Caleb Martin not getting enough respect if you're asking
No.
me.
This guy was
Damn.
this guy was cut by the Charlotte Hornets a couple years ago. Just cut. Don't want you. And now he's averaging over 19 and 6 in the Eastern Conference Finals. He might be the Heat's third best player.
I love that. This is a great example for the kids. For the kids out there, never give up. This guy gets
No.
cut and he says, you know what? This is going to motivate me to get better. Whoever signs me, this is going to be my best season. And this guy's going to the NBA Finals now. Good job, Caleb Martin. You're showing everyone hard work, determination, no rest days. That's what's going to continue to help push you further and with to help you keep going. All right, and hell yeah,
This guy
I love seeing that.
this guy was undrafted in 2019. Let's have
Yeah,
some respect. Let's
definitely.
have some respect. And also respect Miami for finding this guy.
Mm.
And speaking of Miami, they're coming out here. They're probably here right now in Denver, Colorado, because game one, fellas, of the NBA Finals is tomorrow night
Woo.
here at Ball Arena, downtown Denver. Max, we got some juicy matchups in
Mm.
this game, in this
Mm-hmm.
series. But I think the size of Denver, if you're going with Caleb Martin and Jimmy Butler as your forwards, you got Michael Porter Jr. at 6'10. You got Aaron Gordon at 6'9.
Yeah.
Those guys might be banging you on the boards. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
sure, you can go back to Kevin Love, but Kevin Love's going to give you 12, 15 minutes a game. Okay.
Yeah.
He's not going to be playing in crunch time. Caleb
No.
Martin's going to be out there. I think the size differential, the big Joker against Bam,
Mm-hmm.
I think the Joker is going to pound him. I think he's going to pound him. I don't think Bam's going to have nothing for him.
I am going to have to agree with you on this. I think Bam's going to put up some good D, for a little bit, maybe get a couple blocks here and there. But the Joker's just so damn big, man. He's just so big. He's going to push him around like a rag doll. It's the Joker's going to be averaging 30, 10, and 10. And Bam, he'll get 15, 7, and 2 blocks, maybe. That's what I'm betting on. The Jimmy Butler, I think that he can go right around Michael Porter Jr. I think he can still go right around Aaron Gordon. He's quicker.
Aaron Gordon's definitely going to be on Jimmy buckets.
Yeah, I think he can go right around him. But Caleb Martin, I know we just hyped you up, but this might be where you're going to go back downhill just because, that size. And Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon, they're very athletic. They're not just big, lackadaisical players. They're good. Yeah. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun series. But if we're naming if we're naming how many wins to losses, I got the Nuggets 4-1.
I was gonna go with 4-1 myself, Max.
Oh,
I'm going
okay.
I was gonna go 4-1 myself. Every series I've had Miami losing. I had them losing to the Bucks. I had them losing to the Knicks. Then I had them losing to the Celtics. So I've counted Miami out every series. So what the hell do I know? I'm looking stupid right now. I've lost money on the Heat winning all these games. But we talk about the size. Nikola Jokic has 2 inches and 30 pounds on Bam. That's a big advantage, and then you're gonna bring in Cody Zeller to try to guard him.
No way.
Cody Zeller ain't guarding MVP.
No
I
way.
think Jokic is gonna get the Finals MVP, like you said. He's probably gonna average a triple-double. I cannot wait to go downtown and get rowdy for these games.
Tomorrow you're gonna be at the Red Rocks, though. You're gonna miss game 1.
Gonna miss game 1, but Sunday game 2, you'll be able to find me downtown.
Maybe you wind up next to Jokic after game 2 win. Maybe he comes downtown.
Man, comes out to party, huh?
Comes out to party a little bit. Say, hey, we're up 2-0. Up 2-0. Let's. I'd like to see it. Denver, once again, they have never won an NBA Finals. Never been to an NBA Finals.
Never even been to it.
So you better believe that they're going to do everything they can to get this championship. And with the best player in the NBA, from what we're going to do this vote. We're going to do this vote.
Best player in the world. Best player in the world.
He might be very well the best player in the world. Absolutely.
With the extended rests also for the Nuggets after sweeping the Lakers last Monday, they're going to have about 10 days off here. And I think that's advantage Denver.
Yeah. They're going to be ready to go. If there was a team that they wanted to face, I think it's the Heat. They can body. They're going to get boards all day long. There's going to be a differential of 10, 12 boards at least.
I don't think Bam can guard Jokic. I don't think Gabe Vincent can guard Jamal Murray. Aaron Gordon's got a lot of size on Jimmy Butler. Might be able to bottle him up.
Mm-hmm.
Denver Nuggets are going to be the NBA champions this year for the first time in franchise history. And we both believe in 5 games.
Go Nuggets. Let's go Nuggets. I want to see a new champion, someone that's never done it before. And Mutombo.
Let's go.
Man, I really respect the Joker. Give it to him. Give it to him, baby.
You have to. I want to see him raising up the Larry O'Brien trophy for sure.
Hell yeah.
But that'll do it here for this week's episode of the Don't Tell Mama Sports Podcast, Max. Appreciate all the time anybody spent watching this, even if you spent 2 minutes, 30 seconds, whatever. We appreciate it. Let us know what you think. Give us some comments. And Max, I can't wait to get back with you here next week.
Oh, absolutely, man. Episode 35 here is finished. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, we're now on Instagram and Twitter. You can find us on those platforms as well. But everybody, please don't tell your mom about this. It's my birthday. So it's going to get rowdy. It's going to get rowdy tomorrow. Okay, who knows what I'm doing? I don't know.
Plans? You got any plans?
We're going to the Comedy Store downtown. All right, we're going down. We're going to go to the Comedy Store. We're going to go laugh our asses off. There's going to be probably some substances in there that's going to be leading into a good time. So that's all I got to say. Shouldn't tell your mama about that, though. It's
R-rated. Tell your mama? Your mama going to call you tomorrow, isn't she?
My mama's coming on Saturday. She coming down to visit. My mom's coming down to visit. First time in a long time.
Better get rid of those substances then.
Well, just eat them. Just eat them and shit it out. That's all you can do.
Right in the toilet, huh?
Well, I'm not going to clog it.